My video for January the 2nd, 2020 is video number 3323. The title is God's Deal with the Devil. Will 2020 be a year of positive change and correct vision? Will the lies and the liars be held accountable for the great deception that has permeated human culture far longer than most can imagine? Some have said that God gave the devil permission to do as he wanted, provided he revealed the truth. I laugh at that. The devil has never told the truth. As it says in the Bible, he was a murderer from the beginning, and there was no truth in him. He was called the father of lies. So how could he reasonably be expected to tell the truth when that was not his nature? It doesn't make sense to me. Yet I am supposed to believe that the evil one who inverted all that is was somehow required to act against his own nature and character. So let's pretend this deal was that Satan was given free rein on earth, provided he actually told the truth somehow. Was God insane? Did he not realize that even if the deceiver did tell the truth once in a while, it would be occluded so that most people would miss it? As we enter the new year, many still wait for the manifestation of heaven on earth, as I have all my life. I could care less about this insane deal. It makes no sense to me based on the information provided. What is truth? This is actually the first video I'm recording in 2020. I tried to get a little bit of sleep last night, but of course, woke up hearing people making noise in the downtown area. And I wanted to get back to sleep because it was just past midnight at that time, but I laid there for over an hour. It's not even 2 a.m. yet. I've already posted my video for January the 1st and answered a whole bunch of birthday things. I mean, I don't know why I get 2 to 3 times more birthdays on January the 1st than I do any other day of the year. I mean, it's crazy. And then, of course, you have to individually answer questions for each one once you reach a certain point. So I just stopped sending the birthday greetings out, and I'll wait till later when hopefully that won't be an impediment to me. I send out birthday greetings every day, or at least that's my intention. I mean, there's been a few times I've missed it, but not too often. Anyway, this whole idea of God and the devil that I was sold as a kid and believed the Bible was the infallible word of God, which I no longer believe. Although, you know, it contains truth, but so does the Bhagavad Gita. So do all of the writings of our religions contain some truth. There has to be truth, but it's often occluded because other things are added, other conditions are added that are that pit us against one another with the ego trip of trying to prove that we're right and the other person is wrong. As I indicated in the previous video, I mean, people even argue over what shape the earth is. Who cares what shape the earth is? I don't care if it's a cube, which of course it's not, but if it was, it wouldn't matter to me. If it's a 3D thing or a 2D thing, it wouldn't matter. If it's a 5D thing, what matters is now. This is the important thing. What's going on right now? Are we waking up? I'd like to believe that our vision is being corrected, that we're not just having 20/20 vision, but that we can see beyond what the appearances are and realize that appearances are often deceptive, as any good magician, including my friend Steve, would tell you. It's not what it seems. We have had the wool pulled over our eyes so that we don't see clearly what's going on, and we very rarely get the opportunity to see behind the scenes, as it were, to see into the other dimensions, if we can do it at all. There are some visionaries that maybe have occasional glimpses beyond the 3D reality, shamans and others that have special gifts or have special abilities given at certain times for certain periods. I know I used to have abilities and feel more connected than I do now in 2020. And I lost a lot of that because of 9/11 and other things. Of course, I began making videos in 20 daily videos in 2011, January the 1st, 2011, or January the 11th, 2011, rather, 11/11/11. I started making my daily videos, and I'm challenged whether or not I'm going to keep on doing that. But this bill of goods that we've been sold in regard to the devil being required to tell the truth, how can anyone be expected to tell the truth when it's not in their nature to do so? So did God create some being that we call the devil or Satan that somehow was created defective? And yet we say that, or it is written, we hear it said that Satan was or Lucifer, whatever, was the most beautiful of all the angels and was actually an archangel. And 1/3 of the archangel creation fell. I don't know what the truth is. These are things that I've looked at and been told. But even what I'm telling you is based on my limited resources and abilities. I don't see everything. And even though I've had glimpses, or thought I had glimpses into other higher realities, I cannot and have not been able to sustain that state of being. And or is it a state of mind, as I started to say? Actually, I don't know. I don't know. Is the whole thing just a trick of our senses? Well, why give us senses if they're going to be limited? Why not give us the sixth sense and let us more easily delve into the so-called higher realities of being and of life? There's so many questions I have as I enter 2020, but I'd like to be hopeful that this is going to be a year when the veil is lifted and when we can see more things more clearly than we've ever been able to do before, so that we can actually change the destiny of humankind. I mean, the elite want to clone everything and make artificial beings that are not human. They're mechanical beings. Well, I still root for humanity to be uplifted and to be empowered and to be put in a place where we can actually make intelligent decisions based on new information that has been withheld from us for such a long time. I don't believe that God is going to do anything unless he's willing to stop making excuses for why it is the way it is. I mean, giving the devil, or someone that God admitted was broken, control over a planet is the root of it. I mean, that's what insanity is. Why, if you had good intentions, why, if you were loving, would you do that? Well, I hope that God is loving. Do I know it? I'm not sure. I used to think I did, but I'm not sure anymore. And we need to begin asking questions if we haven't already. And we need to be holding the creation or creator accountable for that which is happening on planet Earth. Thank you, folks, for listening, and namaste.